That's why I hate, like, you know, you're drinking and, like, you do one little mistake.
Oh
Like, oh my god, like, don't fuck him out, bro. I just fucking broke my arm, that's it.
Yeah, bro, I just normally shit.
I normally do this. Oh shit. It's not normal, it's me.
Being normal.
Try to get me stop drinking.
Let's get this big going.
Addicts in the Attic. I'm Alex. Always with me is Jordan. We're going to talk about the top 10 wide receivers in the NFL up to now, week 12. So,
Yep.
as always, we're going to start from the bottom, go to the top.
That's where we started.
Start from the bottom.
Started in the basement.
Now we're in the attic.
Now we're in the attic.
Oh, yeah. So, I'm going to start from my bottom. Number 10. Some may call me a little wacko for even having him on my top 10 here, but I got CD Lamb. The rookie, man. Potential rookie of the year. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, he's got 4 touchdown catches, 629 yards. Seems like he fits just right at number 10. On top 10 wide receivers. I'm drinking too much scotch. You see, you know, the skills he has is just presented to us this past week with that great catch. And he has been solid all year. He's been very reliable. And if he had a quarterback, I feel like he might be higher up there. Unfortunately, Dak Prescott got injured, and we all know how that went. So, yeah, that's my number 10 is CD Lamb.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we talked about this a little earlier. I agree with you. If he had a quarterback, I'd probably have him on my list. I'm not. And the reasons being is he's not putting up the numbers that the other guys in the top 10 are. And to me, this is more about the numbers that you're putting up, because this is not a list of who's the best receivers. It's who the best receivers are this year.
Yeah, that's why. I mean,
So, in my opinion,
Alright.
my humble opinion,
all right.
but my number 10, I'm gonna go with Tyler Lockett.
Tyler Lockett. See, it seems like you're going off through the years and not so much right now, bro.
Well, let me tell you, with Tyler Lockett,
Said my number 10 was crazy. Not all right. Tyler Lockett's good.
yeah. Well, I mean,
I can't say that.
he's got 748 yards.
You have him at your
8
10?
touchdowns. Yep, I did. I actually had somebody else at 10, and that was Keenan Allen. But the reason I switched the two is just Keenan Allen has a ridiculous amount of targets. He has 112 targets. He's only he only gets 10 yards a catch. He's just getting overly fed, in my opinion. I think Lockett's better at this point. So with the 8 touchdowns really goes a long way with me. I think that's even more than yards. So
Yeah.
that's why I have him at number 10, man.
ATD's looking nice. I feel you. I have him a little higher. Next, I have Calvin Ridley. He's been pretty good, man. He's emerging as that number 1 in Atlanta. I feel like he's gonna be worth a lot going on. You know, 6 touchdowns, about 750 yards right now. He did good. I know. You know, I seen him on fantasy. He puts up points there too. So, you know, it seems pretty solid. Like a good number 9 there. I like him there at number 9.
Well, my number 9 is where this touchdown thing comes into, is Thielen. He has 11 touchdown catches this year. Leads the league in touchdown catches. 646 yards. He's playing great. He might not get the yardage. That's because of the other receiver that is on the other side of him.
Yeah.
But he's definitely getting the touchdowns. Talk about a great catch. I think that catch was better that he had last week. That one-handed catch in the corner, I thought that was better than CD Lamb's, honestly.
Well,
they were both great catches, but yeah, I'm going with Thielen at number 9.
yeah. I don't actually have him on my list for that reason. I mean, when I'm thinking about the top receivers, thinking about big plays in general, whether it's in the end zone or not, and it just seems like, shout out to Mike Zimmer, but they write up the plays for him to be open in the end zone. So what's that, about a 5-yard play every time there? I mean, it's cool, they get points, but it's not really that impressive. It's not that impressive. Not that impressive. Not saying I can do it. It's not as impressive as these other guys I got on here.
All right.
So, yeah. My number 8, Tyler Lockett. Been solid. 8 TDs. That's big. Looking good. So, I have him. He's got Russell Wilson throwing to him, which, he's always liked Tyler Lockett as a receiver as long as he's had him. And because he's consistent and reliable, so yeah, I got him right there, number 8.
I think that's a good pickup. Like I said, I have him a little bit lower than that. But my number 8 is going to be McLaurin from Washington football team. Now,
Football team.
he has 871 yards receiving, and he's doing that with, who's playing quarterback what day? One day it's somebody that just had a reconstruction of their entire leg. Other days Haskins. It don't matter. He doesn't have good quarterback play. To have 871 yards, honestly, to me, I didn't really know about that guy until I started digging into this.
Mm-hmm.
He only has 3 touchdowns, so that's why he's lower on my list. If he was closer to the 8 touchdowns, I'd probably have him in my top 5. But he got scored too. So, but he's my number 8.
I feel you on that. What you got for number 7?
Oh, you want to come back to me, dude?
I want to go right back to you. I want to go back to back. Who's your number 7?
I'm going I got Ridley at number 7.
Okay.
So
Ridley up there a little higher.
Ridley, he really played well early on. He's kind of tailed off, so that's how he's dropped down. Or he would have been in probably the top 3 at the beginning of the year. First 4 or 5 games, he was getting 100 yards every game until he played the Packers, and that guy right there, Alexander, shut him down. 0 catches, over. Anyways,
yeah, that was nice.
He's my number 7, 747 yards, 6 TDs. He's a stud, man. He's the number 1 receiver over there. I don't even have Julio on my list right now.
No Julio?
Nope.
Man, me neither. Alright, so I got Keenan Allen for my number 7. 835 yards in the season. Just nice solid. Like I said, making plays all over the field. With the 6 touchdowns. He's got enough touchdowns there to make you happy. And he's making plays up and down the field, whether it's at the 50 or in the end zone there. So I like him at my number 7, man. Who you got at number 6?
Yeah. Number 6, I got Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill is, to me, it's a lot more than just the stats with him, even though his stats are nice. His stats, he's got 752 yards, 10 TDs. They're nice, really nice, but he attracts a lot of attention.
Yeah,
and he makes it, so Kelsey can put up the numbers he's having. Kelsey's having a great year too. We'll get to that in the top 10 tight ends, but Hill's a beast, man. He's one of the best deep threats, and yeah, he affects the whole team even when he's not catching the ball.
Yep.
What do you got?
All right. Well, I got 6. Another rookie, number 6, Justin Jefferson. He's been great for the Vikings, obviously.
Yeah.
Up there in touchdowns, up there in yardage. So, you can't ask for much more from a rookie wide receiver right there. And he seems like he's going to be probably the most consistent and have a longer career out of this rookie class as far as wide receivers go. There are some good ones, obviously, but I see Justin Jefferson going longer and being consistently good.
Nice. What do you got at 5?
Oh, going back to me on that one, huh? I just did that to you because I needed a break. Too much scotch, man.
Yeah, have another drink.
Have another drink. Number 5, I got DK Metcalf. Guy's an animal, bro. He's got 862 yards, 9 touchdowns. You just see him. The work he puts in, man. He can tackle too. He can catch up and save a touchdown. That was just amazing. I mean, throw that in there for some honorable mentions there, but you just see what he does. He's great fundamentals. Probably the best. He's in the best shape as far as receivers. He's just a monster, man. So I can see him going up there farther. Higher up on the list later on, but we'll see. Who you got?
Number 5, I have my boy Jefferson. Yeah, he's. I mean, you just talked to him the previous one.
Yeah, I did talk to him.
He has 848 yards, 4 TDs. The biggest thing of why he's ahead of some other guys that might have a little bit better stats than him is his yards per catch. 18.8 yards per catch. That is big. He's getting big plays. I mean, he's had longs of like 71 yards. Dude's a beast, man. I don't even know what else to say about him. I like him. He's one of my favorite receivers to watch, and I think he's going to be good for a long time. He's probably going to be moving up in this list this year, probably.
So you think he's one of the better receivers there in this draft then?
He is the best receiver in this draft.
Yeah, I'll give you that. I think,
I don't. We'll see. Like I said in our previous video, we'll see what happens with CD when Dak's back next year.
Yeah.
But I mean, Jefferson's doing it this year. He's in the top 5 receivers on my list in the NFL as a rookie. That's huge.
Yep. All right. Who you got number 4?
Number 4.
I'll go on number 4.
I'm gonna
Back to back sucks. You want me to go number 4? Or you want?
I'll go number 4, man.
All right, man. I'm excited about my number 4.
Me too. A former. Now, just imagine if they kept these 3 guys. They would have had them. I got Stephon Diggs as number 4. If the Vikings would have had them,
man,
that's,
they might. They're already solid with their talent. Yeah, they would have had him too.
that would have been something. But he's putting up numbers on a. He's honestly the only receiver over there. Really, that's any good. He got 900 yards, 4 TDs. He's doing it every week. I've been impressed.
He's doing it every week.
Every week.
Doing it.
Making it.
Doing it. He's doing it every week. Every week.
Who's your number 4?
My number 4, this guy, man, he attracts a lot of attention, but he also attracts the end zone. 10 touchdowns on the year. We got Tyreek Hill, bruh. Getting them scores, and I know I said I'm not just about the scores, but he gets some big plays. You see him, his speed gets him open, and a lot of times if it's touchdowns, some big plays. It's a deep pass or some missed tackles because of the way he's getting out of traffic there. He's awesome, man. Tyreek Hill, can't count him out. You think, which they have, a lot of teams put their attention on him, but he's still going out and getting it.
Yeah.
10 touchdowns in the year, 752 yards. So, yeah, I got him at my number 4 there.
4. All right, number 3, huh?
Yep.
This is where we get
Top
top 3.
3.
These are the big dogs. Honestly, there's a drop off between 3 and 2. Top 2 are in a different league of their own. But we'll get my 3rd best receiver in the league right now is going to be DK Metcalf. 862 yards, 9 TDs. He's getting about 18 yards per catch. He has 14 big plays this year, which is 20 yards or more. A catch that's 20 yards or more. So he's a monster. Like you said, some of the takes that you had, the best physical specimen in the league right now.
Yeah.
The best probably since Megatron. And
Is he the next Megatron?
I don't know.
I don't see it right now. He is great. Yeah, I can see why you have him up there.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. He's good. He's their number 1, clear number 1 to go up that far and still, because they have Lockett on that team to be the clear number 1.
Yeah.
Can't say enough good things about him.
All right.
Who's your 3?
My number 3 is second in the league in yards. You had Stephon Diggs. He's great, man. He's making that team. Like you said, he's pretty much what they got. And they're hanging in there. So a lot of that is these big plays. Stephon Diggs, over 900 yards, got 4 touchdowns. Not really there in the red zone, but yeah, he's making plays. He's keeping the game going. So I got him at my number 3.
Top 2.
Top
You ready
2.
for the top 2?
I'm ready.
You know this is where everybody's waiting for us. What?
It's gonna be a big debate where we don't agree. I don't think, or do we agree?
I don't know. We're gonna see. I know in a previous video that I was leaning to somebody else until I broke down the stats. And my number 2 is D Hop.
D-Hop.
D Hop, man, my boy. 912 yards, 4 TDs. What he's not doing it for me in the touchdowns, and that's where you gotta. I want to see touchdowns, man. I want to see the yards, but I want to see the touchdowns to go with it. And D Hop's 4 touchdowns is not cutting it to be the number 1. But I mean, come on, he has the best hands in the league. You guys saw him the prior week catching that. That shows he has the best hands in the league.
Oh yeah, right there.
Nothing bad to say about it, but the touchdowns. He doesn't have the touchdowns. And yeah, I think my number 1 guy just barely beat him out there. So.
All right, so number 2, you got D Hop. I got D Hop as well. Same reasons, man. I mean, yeah, he leads the league in yardage. Love that, obviously. A big contributor, if not the best, on his team. And yeah, the touchdowns aren't there though for who we have at number 1. Because come on, ultimately it's about scoring. And if you got both scoring and yardage, yeah, you're right there. But yeah, I think D Hop fits in perfectly at number 2 right now. Obviously, you gotta give him credit with the hands, as you said. But overall, right now, yeah, he's my number 2.
Yeah, like I said, the top 2 is in its own tier. Those 2 guys are at the top, and obviously, you guys know who we have at number 1. It's gonna be Davante. Couple of things here: 847 yards, 10 TDs. Reasons why I have him above D Hop is he's played 2 less games than D Hop, has 6 more touchdowns, and is only 60 yards less than him. So, there's the reasons.
Yeah.
I mean, is it black and white? Davante, 10 touchdowns in 8 games.
Yeah.
He's averaging more than a touchdown a game, and he is the Packers' receiving core. They got some alright pieces, but D Hop also has people that are he got Larry Fitzgerald. They got Christian Kirk.
Mm-hmm.
So they got other receivers to take the attention away from them too.
Right, and you feel like week in and week out, same with me, all the attention is on Davante Adams. I mean, and he's still out there producing.
Yep.
So, yeah, 10 touchdowns, gajillions and gajillions of yards.
847, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the big thing is that he's only played 8 games. I mean, Matt, if he would have had 10 games in, like the other receivers on this list, most of them
do, yeah.
9 to 10 games in. He'd be over 1,000 yards and probably have 13, 14 touchdowns. So.
Yeah, and which is crazy.
Yeah, because that's not the end of the year, guys. He's only
not
had
even the end of the year.
He's only had 8 games. That's half a year.
We still got the Bears that played twice, and we're supposed to blow them out both those times.
So if he used these averages and he played all 16 games this year, he would be at 1,700 yards and 20 TDs.
Yeah. Hey,
Case
how about a toast for us having a reasonable number 1 on our team?
On the pack.
Non-biased, by the way. 100% real. I'm sure there's a lot of other people out there with Davante Adams at number 1, and just how can we deny it, man? He keeps us alive, man. If we need to, Rogers is gonna look to him. I honestly don't think he looks to him enough because he's open. He gets there. So
I don't know how you guard him.
yeah,
with the routes that he runs, but yeah, I think let us know what you guys think. Like we said, Adams is the best receiver in the league through 12 weeks. Drop a comment. Let us know who you think is the best receiver. Let us know what your top 10 is. Let us know where we messed up, who we left off. I'm sure we left off somebody. This is a hard list. This is a hard list to come up with.
Yep.
I think it's harder than the quarterback list to come
Definitely
up with.
harder than the quarterback list. Yeah.
But yeah, like the video, subscribe.
Pieces. Reese's Pieces.